So the rapeseed market's been pretty interesting these last few weeks. We've seen some pretty sharp increases in prices for the last month, and also some pretty sharp consolidation and profit-taking sessions in recent days. This all comes as a result of tight supply versus the increased demand for soybeans and vegetables in particular, actually, with not only from increased demand from the food service sector, but the US and China making a bid to use more vegetable oil in their energy rations going forward. And this all comes at a time where supplies are pretty tight. I mean, US soybeans will go out this year pretty much at pipeline, carry out. South American soybeans prospects have been hampered by the La Nina weather that they've had for most of the growing season. Palm stocks are pretty tight, and rape oil stocks are pretty tight. Rapeseed has been pretty sought after this season, but any exportable surplus that the EU would have had out of Australia and Canada has been taken by other origins, pretty much at a time where the EU has a big import program. And that's been reflected on price. We've seen May Matif rally now for the last few months, pretty much since we got back from Christmas. We're now at the level where it's going to expire. It's currently 67 euros up at 655 euros a ton. Nothing really too much to get excited about in terms of physical price. I mean, it's largely technical now, and I think the trade are solely focused on the August position, the new crop position. Old crop coverage is pretty good. I think the crush coverage is pretty much covered now until the end of the season. There are a few shorts to fill, but it's largely done and dusted. Everyone's now looking forward to new crop. I think new crop situation is the same, if not even tighter than last season. Obviously, US plantings are going to be higher year on year, but again, we can't afford for any weather problem, any planting issue going forward. South American plantings were also likely to be higher, but again, it leaves the balance sheet extremely tight. From a rapeseed point of view, yes, again, it's going to be fairly tight. I mean, we're seeing weather problems now across the globe, cold, dry weather in the US, cold, dry weather in Canada and Australia, which are going to affect canola plantings. And also in Europe, we've obviously gone from sort of the plus 19 or temperatures in the teens down to sort of -4, -5 at a crop when it's just starting to come out of dormancy. And that again might cause some yield and crop concerns going forward. We can't afford for any further losses in the balance sheet. And again, that had to be reflected in the price. So we've seen August futures rally significantly over the last 3 weeks. Okay, we touched highs last week and we have dropped back this week, but there's a lot of money at stake and a bit of profit taking was expected. But going forward, I'd expect the market to be pretty volatile from here. Let's hope for a safe harvest. Stay safe. Thank you.